Hi, first grade friends. It's Miss Harry, and I'm back for your lesson on your high frequency words. And now we're going to use them in a sentence. So let's go through your high frequency words. We're going to talk about what a sentence is. We're always going to do that. So we will always remember that a sentence is a group of words that tells a complete idea. It begins with an uppercase letter and ends with a punctuation mark, because the more you practice it, the more it becomes permanent. All right, first, let's go through our high frequency words. We have tree, which I said in the last lesson is a noun. Your, saw is an action. I saw you yesterday. And then small, which is an adjective, and it's a word that describes a noun. Small is an adjective for size. Okay, I just went over your high frequency words, and I already said what a sentence is, a group of words that tells a complete idea. It begins with an uppercase letter and it ends with a punctuation mark. So in this lesson, we have 3 sentences that end with periods, and then we have 1 sentence that ends with a question mark. And this week you've been focusing on interrogative sentences. And interrogative sentences ask. So we have 1 interrogative sentence, we have 1 command, and then we have 2 declarative sentences, which means declarative sentences are sentences that tell, and they end with periods. So we're going to use each of our high frequency words in the sentence to see which one fits the best. So number 1, the nest is in the blank. Let's start off with tree. The nest is in the tree. Get my head out of the way. The nest is in the tree. The nest is in the your. The nest is in the saw. The nest is in the small. I think we know that the nest is in the tree is going to be the word, the high frequency word that completes the sentence the best. So let's write tree. The nest is in the tree. T-R-E-E. The nest is in the tree. Where is the nest? It's in the tree. What's in the tree? The nest. So you can learn a lot from that sentence. All right, go down to number 2. Look at that blank bug. Look at that blank bug. We need to put a word in the sentence that's going to describe the bug. So we have 3 words left. Look at that your bug. Look at that saw bug. Look at that small bug. Small is a word that describes. Small is describing the noun bug. What kind of bug is it? It's a small bug. Look at that small bug. So let's write small. S-M-A-L-L. Small. Look at that small bug. Move down to number 3. Here's our interrogative sentence, or our question sentence. It's going to ask, is that blank net? All right, so let's see which one goes best. Is that saw net? Is that your net? Which one makes sense? Is that saw net? Is that your net? Your. It's asking, is that your net? And that's actually a yes or no question. Is that your net? All right, number 4. We blank an egg in the nest. Our last word is saw. Let's make sure it makes sense. We saw an egg in the nest. What about tree? We tree an egg in the nest. We your an egg in the nest. We small an egg in the nest. So saw makes the most sense. Saw completes the sentence. We saw an egg in the nest. So let's go back through and read these sentences. All of these sentences use words that you can read by yourself. They either have words that you can sound out and we've covered in some of our phonics skills, and then all or most of the sight words or high frequency words are words that you already know. So let's go through. I'm going to go through and put my finger. I'm going to track. Tracking means that I place my fingers underneath each word so that I don't skip one. Also, when I track, when I read, I move back down to the next line so that I don't mistakenly skip an entire sentence, because sometimes that happens when we read. You can track with your eyes. If you track with just your eyes, you may skip a sentence. So tracking with your fingers is a good thing to do. That way you're keeping up with which line you're on and you won't skip one. Sometimes that happens when we're doing our Dibbles test. So just make sure that whenever you're reading your sentence, you're tracking with your fingers or you're tracking well with your eyes to go down to the next sentence. All right, let's read them all. Number 1, the nest is in the tree. Number 2, look at that small bug. Number 3, is that your net? And number 4, we saw an egg in the nest. So if you want to pause the video, you can, so you can read the questions or the question and the sentences yourself just to practice your reading fluency. And if not, you can go ahead and move on and complete your school's PLP lesson for the day. You will have a Google form and you will type in the high frequency word that completes the sentence. All right, you guys have a good day and we'll see you next time. Bye.